the South. Ain't got really feel me. Feel us. East Coast feel me. Feel us. West Coast feel me. Say what?
Y'all, listen here. Okay, hold up. Let me stop. Take it back. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kaya. I am back with this week's recap interview of All American Season 5, Episode 14. I love you. It may have also been called something else, something like Make Me Proud. But underneath that, the name that they did not put out there was hidden beneath that title was I Love You. Before we get there, though, before we get to where you know we going, I'm gonna hold it all in. Start from the top. Take it back. Let's go. Oh, we're not gonna go to the top though. I'm gonna hold that in too. We're gonna start from Paige. Let's go there. You know how you get those people that are introduced and you're like, I really hope they're here just for an episode or two, maybe. And then they end up staying and you're stuck with them at that point. That is Miko. Miko is that person for us and for Paige, right? This is her stalker. Paige grows up in Slauson, peeps Miko, trying to like she don't see her. It's too late, girl. Connection already been made. Eye contact done hit. Here comes Crazy Meek, and she was like, girl, they were trying to come for you on social media. You know, I got a big following. So I saw that stuff and I was POP, holding it down. They wasn't trying to do it that much once I got involved. I've been looking out for you. I know how much your fans mean to you. You mean a lot to us. I'm your #1 fan. And I feel like also, if we just unite and we show people a strong front, you and I could post it up there just to let them see, you know, that you really care about your fans and everything like that, you won't be good. You won't be straight. I could not. Paige girl, she over here considering everything Miko's saying, right? I said, have we not learned from the past, from other people? For me, it was this girl Paige trying to dodge this. She was dodging this girl like Raven over here dodging Ben Sturkey. She was not trying to have no parts of Miko. She done unfollowed Miko, which made no sense. Like, if you felt some kind of way about this girl, like she was just doing too much, she was trying to press on too much to you, you just were starting to feel uncomfortable, you should have blocked her. I don't understand why you just unfollow, because she still has some sort of connection to you in a way. So she did that. But now she's sitting here telling Miko, girl, if you see anything else, could she just what? Paige, girl, you're pushing her on to try to make this connection to you, you know, to keep stalking you. Girl, you're doing this. Because also, she was like, thanks, I'll see you later, Kay. Where she gonna see you at later? She gonna be looking for you later because now you done gave her an invite. And she better not be looking for my girl Lele either too, because she got a connection to you. Oh my gosh, hold up, because I'm like, I don't know how far the crazy goes for Miko here, but it's giving me some strong Carrie vibes in a way. And how Carrie was feeling with Liv and Lele girl's relationship and everything, and trying to come in between and not wanting them to rebuild what was a little bit fractured there between them. Miko girl's kind of giving me a little feel of that, because if my girl Lele, or even Gia, because I love me some Gia now too. I don't love Gia, but I really like Gia. If they are harmed in any kind of way, you're not gonna let that happen. If they are attempted to be harmed in any kind of way because of Paige, this girl is so obsessed with Patience and just wanting to be with her. So anyone who is in her way of getting to Patience, I mean, Coop could go and try to protect Paige. I wouldn't mind that unless something happened to her. She's not gonna die. They're not gonna kill this girl off, Coop. I've already accepted that. But if she could just get hurt again a little bit, I wouldn't mind it for trying to protect Patience, girl. And that'll bring them back together, you know, going into season 6, because she's like, oh my gosh, I was so afraid of losing you. I really thought that I was never going to see you again. I thought that was the end of our love. It's not. And then they're gonna get back together, you know, next season. And now later on, y'all, we get Gia girl, right? Gia be out here doing her job. Gia be working for her paycheck. She done put 2 and 2 together because Paige done got these flowers up at the crib, right? Lele girl, thumbs was not from the vortex. Thumbs was from Miko. She done found out where Paige lived, right? She done got the address to the crib. She been stalking this girl nonstop. Side note too, because I feel like this would have been a great episode to have this girl Sky back up in here. I mean, she was just over here trying to advise homegirl not too long ago. They done made a little connection here apart from Coop and her relationship, you know? So for something like this where you was just advising her and now she got a stalker on her tail, was leaning more into the social media side and trying to get to know her fans and everything like that, you know? I feel like this would have been a great opportunity to have this girl pop up here now, because you should have some experience if you're this big on social media to me. But I also think they're gonna have this girl pop back up later on once it gets to this big blow up with Miko and everything happening, and she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, Patience, I'm so sorry. This actually did happen to me once, and I should have been there better to navigate you in these types of situations. when it's too late. Because now they got my homegirl over here dancing it up, not knowing that somebody watching her dance it all up in her living room. Miko is tracking every single move Patience makes, every shower, every meal, every step out that house. She is there every. I don't think this girl sleeps. She gotta be alert. She gotta be there every step of the way because she wants to be there. She a stalker. Stalker status. If you want to have that top stalker status, you gotta be on your game. And she on her game, y'all. I don't know. They had my man's out here putting out a camera after his woman done told him about the situation, right? He said, "God protect my people," but she probably watching him put that camera out there. She know what's up. I've been here before. You really think a camera is gonna stop me? I'm watching you, thinking you watching me. Paige gone. Hold on, because speaking of Paige, Mama Laura, my mom's done lost her man. It's been what, like 3-4 weeks? She's basically still in the funeral clothes at this point because it's that fresh for her. She's not over it. We're all not. I'm over it. They're all not over it still, losing him. But Paige and Lele girl, I could not. And you know what's crazy? You got Coop sitting here. She's just keeping quiet. But this is why I tell you, if it doesn't benefit Coop, Coop is not going to involve herself. No way. She said we are sitting in Mama Laura's house. That is Mama Laura's closet. The closet you're complaining about, your stuff being moved between, those are her closets. That trash can, that's her trash can. The address on your mail is her address. So I'm just going to stay quiet because I need a roof over my head. I said these two should have stayed quiet too because this is not the time. People, I love them, but no. Because the things they're complaining about are things that can be fixed. Easily fixed. A contract, just have them drafted again. You have a whole office that your homegirl don't let you take over in her house. Have them email you the freaking contract. I love you, Lele girl, but you're kind of bugging right now. This girl, Paige, you wouldn't even have a closet for a jacket if you were not in this home right now. Because where were you trying to live? With the roaches and the couple over there that was sleeping right next to you and your girl at the time? They doing too much in Mama Laura's house. Mama Laura done moved back and she got to be with people. She done lost her husband, the love of her life. She's trying to connect more to her kids and the people she do care about up in this house. She just needs people. And to have these people that she's trying to be around in this time of need for her, complaining about her in her own crib, ain't adding up. Coop is annoying, but this girl, she playing smart. She said, y'all complaining. And honestly, I got more to lose than y'all do. Y'all both got careers over there that y'all are fully pursuing. My job is with her. She done helped me many, many times before. She's helping me still to this day. You really think I'm gonna risk that? I said, nah, don't do it, girl. Then I'm really not going. I don't like you now, but that's really gonna push it over the edge. So she ain't do it. Wait, hold up. Because what makes it worse is not only are they complaining, they had the nerve, the audacity to bring this to Liv Girl, who's also grieving her fallen daddy. And you're gonna have her talk to her mama about it, who's grieving her fallen husband. Liv Girl's so tired. Liv Girl was like, I know, she's doing a lot. She's trying to help. And they're complaining because she's den mothering. Y'all happy y'all even got That's kind of mean. I don't even care. Y'all happy y'all got mamas. Y'all happy y'all got somebody here who cares about you. Lele girl don't even have her mama. And Mama Laura has been here for her all these years. Paige, we've heard about her mama one time. We've seen her daddy one time. You and your girl, when y'all were looking for a place, you didn't go back to her crib. You ain't go back to your crib. Y'all ended up coming to Mama Laura's house. Mama Laura and Papa Billy. R.I.P. Y'all came here. This lady has done so much for y'all. Outside of just letting y'all stay up in her crib, she has been there time and time again. Never asked for a dime. Never did y'all offer up a dime. And still, this how y'all gonna sit here and treat her? And then send her baby girl to come talk to her about it? That ain't right. And you know what sucks too is because Liv is not trying to have this conversation with her mom. Her mom lost her norm. She came back to this house to get some sense of normalcy now because she no longer has Billy. So here, this is a place where they raise their family at. And to have this conversation where things are supposed to be trying to be uplifted now, trying to look a little bit brighter day by day. But now you're forced to have this kind of negative conversation where you're like, hey, can you just be a roommate and kind of step back from the mothering because it's kind of smothering to a few of us? Poor Mama Laura. Because before she left Beverly, she was living up in this house. They were still in high school, so she's doing these things, making them breakfast, making sure they're good, making sure the house is good for everyone. And she's been gone for a while, but losing your husband, someone this close to you, and the love of your life, basically, and now to come back into this setting, you haven't been here through this transition phase for them, and to like their adult lives where they're at now currently. So for her, it is a hard transition. So that's two things she has to adjust to: seeing them in this way on a daily basis because she's been distant for a little bit, living in Crenshaw, and not having Billy there by her side as she's going through these changes now, seeing them all as adults basically. And y'all gonna do this to Mama Laura? Oh my God, Mama, I'm sorry. Layla girl Paige, they know not what they do. It's a little bit better. Fast forward to the end now with Liv Girl and her mama, they catching up again. And she's like, hey, I'm sorry because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. And Mama Laura was like, no, baby girl. I realized I was doing these things that I used to do with your father all the time. It's so crazy, but that's what I was doing. Liv Girl was like, you were wifing us? And I was like, it was okay. It was funny, but it broke my heart because she wants some sense of normalcy and she doesn't have it right now. She's struggling to find it. I feel like Paige and Layla Girl should have apologized as well, because even later on when they're all dancing around the living room, yeah, we're dealing with Psycho Miko over here, but at the same time, that would have been a great opportunity before you all start dancing it up to be like, hey, you know, you're just trying to adjust and care for us and everything. Really sorry if, you know, we came on too strong or for disrespecting you up in your own home, but come on, let's dance it out. I would have accepted that. But I feel like for Liv Girl to be the only one to try and apologize, I wasn't accepting it. At the same time, I feel like going forward, they will be more understanding to her process of grieving and everything. But that's also in addition to her now stepping back and not being so hands-on. This whole situation just could have been avoided. It's like, let the lady do what she want to do in her own home. It's not for forever. I feel like they should understand why she's this way right now, because you've never seen her this way until now. You never complained about her in any way like this until now. So this right here is very inconsiderate. Y'all, we have Spence. He's still broken. He trying to find his way. He don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at either. We need Liv Girl to get us there. My man is avoiding everyone. He's not trying to deal with anything. Oh, so we find out, right? He was with Mama Grace up in Oakland. The fact that we didn't leave her there and she done made her way back. Talking about she finishing up at Crenshaw and she got to get little Dill settled. What was she doing in that school? When Billy was still here, you barely was there, miss. You kept popping up, complaining like, oh, I don't think you're the right man for the job. No, it's going to someone else, Billy. Oh, I see the strides you're making, Billy. You just kept coming to visit Billy. You never left out of there with no boxes like you was clearing your way out. When you got married, I ain't see you walking out with no boxes like you was trying to clear your way out. And now all of a sudden you talking about you finishing up. She lying, y'all. Ain't nothing here for her. Lil Dill, he need you. Your husband, he need you. Your new stepdaughter, she need you. Spence, he good. He done got his woman here. It's just taking some time because we gotta wait for him to reach his breaking point for her to get to that point to where she can go help him, right? But right now, your services are no longer needed. And the fact that she kept coming up in here, right? This side, Beverly, she was barely up in Crenshaw. No, she kept popping up at the beach house, popping up at the Baker house. We ain't want her there. And she ain't never leave out of here with no boxes. She over here at dinners, trying to make dinner. Miss, if you had so much to finish up there, why were you never there clearing out before? She lying to us. Speaking of my man Spence, we get him up in the office, right? AD Barnes, he is just focused. He said, yo, I'm going to just let you know right now. Just stop right there. Don't even talk no more. I'm going to let you know before you waste your breath. I'm no longer here. I'm done. GAU, it ain't me. It's on you now. His jaw is just looking. He said, he had no clue. No clue. He done lost his daddy. Now he losing his bro. Broken, but he still got his woman. And then my man Spence, he back up in Crenshaw, right? Bumping the Kia. I said, yo, I miss this girl so much, y'all. She just brings this like calming energy and goodness around her. He was like, yo, we about to throw this little get together type situation. Spence was like, I can use my crib. It's basically empty. I love the fact that they brought Kia up in here because Kia knows Spence. For these grieving phases that he's going through, it's like mini interventions that he's having. And I like that it's gradually building up with the people who know him the best. So to have Kia now to just kind of hit a nerve and to strike a chord where it's really causing him to deal with his feelings in a way, but he still has them blocked out for the most part. I think this is a smooth transition to his ultimate breaking point. Back at the house, we have Kia, Frosto, and Spence. Frosto, y'all, he ain't got no chill. Y'all know this man been talking crazy to Spence for a while now. But Kia is more reserved. She's like sitting back, just watching everything play out. Uncle Flip pop up. Uncle Flip talking to him because he said, yo, young blood, he said, this ain't you. What you gonna do about it? You see your team out there struggling. Spence wants no parts. He took the tacos. He said, get out. Thanks for the tacos, though. He didn't have to disrespect Uncle Flip like that. But it's also because Miz came back to Crenshaw. He was looking to get away from everyone and everything that was in Beverly. He wasn't expecting to see Kia that day. Then she said, oh, a little get together. He was like, I bet. Not a lot of people I know are going to be at that party because they all back in Beverly. So I'm down for that. Then he gets there, he see Frosto rolling through, then he got Uncle Flip rolling through. So the things he was trying to avoid are now popping up in a space that he was trying to keep them out of, and he wasn't trying to deal with it. And then they have George show up. He ain't trying to deal with it. When George trying to talk about Spence wants no parts. He's just like, yo, come drink, chill, party with us. We just gonna let it be. George, he see things are off with Spencer. The conversation he done have with Liv Girl, I'm about to get to that. But my man's George sees that this is not the Spencer he knows. GAU, the program that he's been fighting for this whole time, he knows he's struggling just as much as him and Liv are struggling with losing Billy, because this isn't the first time he has to deal with loss. But to me, y'all, I feel like this is a bigger loss to him than Corey. I definitely do. Because Corey done left him. Corey came back. But he had already gotten used to not having Corey there for years. And then Corey came back. Corey's only there for a little bit. And then he died on my homie. And he said, he was just trying to be a real daddy to me. And I had to lose him in this way. And he was able to cry about him not too long after that. You know, after his death, it didn't take him that much longer to cry about it. But now, Billy dying? Billy, who done came? Billy was on that field watching him from when he was a kid. Now, Billy done came and found him, brought him to live with his family, made him a part of his family. He was a coach, a daddy, a mentor, a friend to this dude. And to have him in your life consistently over these last few years, someone who wanted to be there and put this time and energy into you and knew you could be great, seeing your greatness and pushing you to be your best. And then to lose him suddenly like this. And also, we know he was doing it again in this episode here. He blocked his calls. Like, he didn't even get to talk to him in the last few moments before he died. To have to live with all of that going through your mind, he's really going through it right now. And this is why he's just trying to shut everyone out. At the same time, too, this house is not that big. The Crenshaw house, so to have now, in this space, you don't have Flip come up on you. Now you got Kia here. You got Frosto here. Frosto's making these comments to you. You got Kia, she's watching. I know he can feel what's coming off of Kia, how Kia is eyeing him. And she knows he ain't acting like himself. And then to have Jor pop up. He said this space is too small, too empty for me to have to deal with all these feelings and y'all trying to make sure I'm good and y'all trying to get me to talk about my feelings and my thoughts and everything. I ain't trying to do that right now. It's supposed to be a party. I just want a party. So then later on, we got, yo, hold on, hold up. Man, this is how you know he don't care. He said, I'm going to tell you as politely as I can. Mind your business. I said, polite where? Yo, so rude. Because he tried to kiss Kia girl, right? Kia said, no, Spence, stop. I'm not your woman. She's in Beverly. I said, they're not together right now, girl, but don't worry, he's coming soon. She sees, this is not you. I said, it's not, girl. This is why. I'm not going to hold it against him. I know it ain't right. The fact that he tried to kiss Kia is not right, but at the same time, he's doing these things he doesn't normally do because he's deflecting. He is not trying to do things that require him to feel his emotions, to live in his emotions. So kissing Kia, he don't feel no kind of way about her right now. Like, he's not into her in that way. He's just like, you're trying to talk, I'm not trying to talk. Girl, it's supposed to be a party. Come on, stop. You know what? I'm gonna kiss you, make you quit it. Kissing you is going to get you to stop talking. Kissing you is going to make you run away, hopefully. Kissing you is going to prevent me from having to talk about my feelings. Kissing you, I know I'm not going to feel no kind of way about it because the real woman that I truly love is over in Beverly, not making that okay, but he's trying to push her away to where these people who care about him can stop trying to care about him, in a sense. And it's not working. She knows it's not going to work, which is why she still kept going on, and she's pushing him to deal with his feelings anyway. His real woman in Beverly, Liv Girl, she's worried about him. I love also in this episode how you can see her being there for Jor in person and then Spence from a distance because she knows that they're both dealing with their own issues in different ways. What I really liked with her convo with Jor at the island, our island, is where Jor's telling her how Spence, he's giving him his space that he so clearly wants. And she's like, yeah, but it doesn't hurt to check on him. I said, girl, this is who she is. This is her. This is her when it comes to Spence. Because she basically said the same thing to Lele girl when she was giving him his space way back when to go to the cabin, to get away, clear his mind. Liv girl was like, yeah, bro, you sure that's a good idea? It was his first time back since his daddy died. And I'm like, yeah, he's been back to Crenshaw now since Billy's died, but he hasn't been back on his own. And for him to go, he went to the school, y'all. My man's done graduated. We know he ain't go back to that school because he was missing them halls. No, he went to that school because Billy was walking them halls. He wanted to feel close to Billy. And even just being back in Crenshaw, because this is officially where they met before he came to Beverly. So for her, it's, yeah, he says he wants to be alone, but he doesn't need to be alone. He shouldn't be alone. So someone needs to check up on him, which is why she was pushing Jor to do it. Why she was also trying to check in from time to time, because she knows how Spencer is, how Spencer gets, and how Spencer tries to carry the weight of everyone else's problems and not try to deal with his own problems. She knows her man. And I was like, girl, he needs help right now, but we're not to that point yet to where he's gonna try to get it. But she won't be there to pick him up, y'all. She most definitely will. You know what I love too? I feel like I say that so much, but I do, is these people Liv and Spence soulmates for forever. Same way that she was dealing with her issues. He knew exactly what she needed, when she needed it, how she needed it. And it's the fact that she also knew that it would be him for her, which is why she didn't call him in the first place. And now it just feels like it's reversed, where she's that person for him. She knows what it is he needs that he's trying to put off, and that's why she's trying to call, but she's not taking that step to really go and find him, because she knows that he's reaching his breaking point. It's a matter of making sure someone's there, because that point is coming fast where he's gonna have to face it. And for her, she cares. This is her love, y'all. She cares about him so much, and she doesn't want him going down this downward spiral to where he's closing himself off from everything and everyone. He can't have that happen to her boo. That can't happen to Spence. So Liv girl, she gonna do what she gotta do. She gonna make sure Spence is good. Okay, hold on. Y'all, let me go to the top. I'll go back to the top, y'all. We go to the top, y'all. We get them. Y'all know who them is. Jordela. Y'all, Jordela. Jor. My man's Jor is downstairs. He's fixing the fridge. I said, he his daddy's son. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, right? Oh, side note too, because Mama Laura, when she was a Liv girl, she said, I think I've been pretty chill about Jor coming down from Lele's room and pounding bottles of water like he just went on a run. I said, okay, cool. Maybe she just couldn't sleep and she was down there somewhere, you know, just chilling, and she saw a man coming down that early in the morning. But Mama Laura, I said, that's a little awkward. Like, no, she don't want it. But she do. She want them together, but she don't want to hear it. Fast forward now, right? I got Lily girl. She come downstairs because she see her mate. She said, oh no, he missing out the bed. Let me go find him, make sure he good. He was down there. It's the fact that this man, you know, he was going at it with that fridge. He got the flashlight. He got the little manual out and everything. But then he see his woman come down and he said, oh, let me just take a breather. My piece is here. And he go cops a squat. She cops a squat next to him. He starts going on because she's wondering what he's doing down here this early in the morning. They supposed to be knocked out. Possibly. Homegirl, she knows. She said this isn't like you to be down here working on random household things this early in the morning. Homie, he starts going on and on about this fridge. She says, hey, I'm not asking about the fridge. Can you just talk to me? Y'all, it was so light and cute and sweet. I could not take it. I said, stop it, Jordana, keep going. So my man's hand said a little note, right? It's a to-do list. His daddy done made this to-do list. I said, you don't know. This is why too. I said, thank you for giving this to me, because I get this moment with them here where he's trying to do something and we see how bad he is. Just as bad as his daddy was at fixing things. But at the same time, they had my man struggling this whole episode thinking that his daddy was Bob the Builder, Mr. Fix-It or something, and his daddy sucked just as bad as he does. And the fact that he didn't know that, I said, come on, Jor, what? I said, oh no, they got my man's going through it for nothing. Hold up. No, I'm not that bad about it though, because it's giving me this moment right here. So Lily girl's looking at the list. She's like, what is this? He's like, no, it's my daddy's to-do list, and now I gotta take it on because I'm the man of the house. Hold up. No, the whole time she got her little leg kicked out, right? The other one's kind of bent up, but this one over here that's kicked out, my man he's on it, and he's over here with the finger, y'all. The finger is once again in action. It is over here on her leg like this, right? I said, look at them. And then her little head goes over to him. He puts his head over to her. It's like this heads. I said, oh my gosh, keep me here. Keep me on the floor. Let's go. Let's see the sunrise with them sitting like this on the floor. They didn't let me see it, but I feel like in my mind, That's where they were. We know she stayed there that whole time until he was ready to get up off that floor to remove himself from in front of that refrigerator. She was there with her man, and then they went back upstairs for round 3, right? No, they went back upstairs to get some more sleep before they had to go do their other things. That's what they were doing, y'all. So then we get them later, right? Here is now, he's back at it again. He's back up in Crenshaw. He's back at that house. He's over there trying to fix the table and everything. Oh, everything on that list, my man was trying to do. Everything on that list, my man was failing to fix, just like his daddy. Side note too, when him and Lip Girl were having the convo at the island, and he was over there trying to look at the fridge still, it's the fact that he thought for a minute, he really did, that he fixed that refrigerator. The way his little head went to it, he tapped it a little bit because he was so proud of himself with a little smile on his face. He don't know, but he gonna find out later. So then we get to him and Mama Laura later on. He see that refrigerator, it was not fixed. Mama Laura, she let him know, baby boy, your daddy, he was not good at this stuff. Do not be fooled. That list, that's all it was. It was just a list of things he was gonna attempt to do, but not do successfully. So don't even fret, honey. Don't even fret, son. I mean, it's Joy. He said, Mama, Papa sucked at fixing things, and I was over here racking my brain, struggling this whole time, trying to do it when I'm just like him. I can rest easy now. And then they put their foreheads together, right? I said, hold up, wait a minute. Mama Laura, she put the forehead to Jor. Mama Laura, when her and Liv Girl was talking at the video thingy, she put the little forehead, they did the little kiss thing, right? And then they put the foreheads on the side together. It came from Mama Laura. This is why he be doing it with his woman. The foreheads. Oh my gosh, foreheads unite. Foreheads unite for the people you love. I can't. Really quickly, before we get to the moment, y'all, one of the things I love the most about Jordan Lele, which I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but it's because she does it again in this episode, where at the top we see her with him in the kitchen, and we don't see her for a while until the end when he comes back to her. I love how she sits in the silence with him, but also she knows when to give him space. Like, she knows when he needs it and when he doesn't need it. And she sees him with this list. She's letting him just work on these things. Like, she was there in the beginning to just understand what it was he was doing and why he was doing it, why he felt he needed to do it. And she was there for that moment there, you know, to talk to him about it, and then gave him the space to actually go through it on his own, to let him have that moment with his mom on his own, where he comes to this realization about his dad, that he sucked at fixing things, you know. I love that they know when they need to be in each other's space, where they also know that they need to give a little space at the same time, and then just come back together later on, which is what we got here. Mama, we made it. I just want to thank everyone involved in this movement, everyone involved in this relationship, everyone involved in these two uniting, everyone who's been here along the way. You know, this has been a long journey. Everyone who never doubted, even if you wavered a little bit, I still thank you. Everyone who's seen the vision, who's seen the future, who's seen the love, who have felt the love between these two people. And here we are today.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Look at here. Look at here. Yeah, he don't talk to his mom about the to-do list. That's a small issue. But the bigger issue here, he got to talk to his woman about it. He done came to find her. He said, and I got this event for her too. Let me just go see what she thinks about the situation, get her feel for things, because we're a team. Y'all a team. We done seen the days, plural, this man has had. And now for him to be strolling up in there, he is, for his woman, he said, look how I got dressed up for you, boo. This is how you get dressed up, Jor. He comes strolling up in there. She turns around, cheesing for days, happy to see her man. Work can wait. It could wait. That contract. Look at here. He talking. Her conversation is going well. I said, do not fail me now, AA. I had my hopes up for 12. I did. I really did. I said, because, you know, 412, that's up there for me. I love yous. Come to me in 12. But when I ain't get it, when they said, no, Kaya, not here, not now. I said, Joy's episode 14, you got me? They said, you gonna have to wait and see. I said, don't fail me. If y'all do this to me, I'm done. They said, we can't do that to her. So they said, but we gonna build it up for you. Here you go. Look at the setup. My man's, he opened it up. He said, AD Barnes, I gotta meet with him tomorrow. She said, how do you feel, boo? What do you want, boo? And he wanted to talk to his daddy, but daddy ain't here. She is, though. So he let her know. He said, you know, if only I could just talk to my dad for a little bit, see what he thinks about everything, but he's not here. I can't do it. She said, you know, I have had some conversations with him in the past as well, even when my daddy was here, because he ain't really never been a full daddy to me, but your daddy, he done filled that void for me. Said, oh my gosh, look at here. My man's Joy, he said, oh, you know, he always knew the right things to say. She said, I ain't say all that. Lele girl, let him know. Let him know. Papa Billy, he was a good listening ear. He was that. He did that. But this is exactly what he needs because she knew his dad. It's still like his dad is here in this moment with him in a sense. And it's him talking to the woman that he loves before we get there officially. But the woman that he loves about what it is he's dealing with and all the thoughts that are going through his mind right now. So to have someone who cares for you, who loves you as much as Lele girl does, and she's telling you, listen to yourself and your thoughts and what it is you feel is right, what it is you feel you want for yourself, and to follow that. Believe in that. She is such an encouraging wifey. Look at her pushing her man.
You just gotta listen, Jordan. Believe that you know what's right for you, and when you find it, do it. Your way. Jordan Baker way. That's the legacy.
My man's, he said, I love this girl right here, but I'm gonna just hold it in a little bit because I feel like it's about to come to me. He ain't said it. Everything she was saying was hitting home for him because she is home for him. Hold up. I gotta see how girl is cheesing. Look how she's cheesing at him as she's believing in him. My man's Joy, he says,
Okay,
What?
what if my way conflicts with a prior engagement?
he wants to be here with her, for her, but he also knows that he has things that he has to do for himself as well. But he gonna make his way back to his woman, but right now, he gotta go handle his business. Look at the hands. Look at the hands. This room is so crazy because every time they're together, who's running that bar? We don't know. We don't care. It's like no one is in this room with them. It is just them. That's it. That's it. They're all I see. They're all I want to see. But this took me out. This took me out. You know why it took me out so much too? Why my mouth was like, ooh, on the floor? I said, for some reason in my mind, I've always wanted it to be Lele. Loves this man all the way down. And as bad as I wanted her for the longest time to say I love you first, I felt like where Joy was at this point in his story, it was leaning more towards him saying it first. Although deep inside, I said I would really like for it to be Lele girl. So to sit here and in my mind, I'm like, Joy's gonna say it first. But this girl hit me. She hit me, y'all. Look how she hit me.
You're ridiculous. Go. I love you.
I said, what? Lele, don't do this to me, Lele girl. Stop. Lele girl, keep going. So smooth. It just flowed. Home girl. She says it every day in her mind. Many times a day in her mind. She been way back when, y'all, been in love with this man. When my man's call be popping up on the phone, she look at it, she be like, I love him. I'm in love with him. Look at my love calling me right now. When my man's walk through a door, she turn around, she be like, look at the man I love right there. And walk out the door, she be looking like, look at my man I love right there going out the door. I'm gonna see him later though because I love him. He be sleeping beside her. He be in the shower. My man be on the field. She be like, go Jordan. She be saying it so much. So much. The way this thing flowed, ain't no way. This was her first time saying it. Ain't no way. Out loud to him. Yes. Overall, no. This girl done said it many times before. She be over here looking. She was looking over that contract at the bar, and she was like, "What that say again?" I gotta concentrate. Hold on. It gets even better. She says it. The look on her face at first, Hunger just sits with it because she's not gonna deny it. She does love this man with every fiber of her being. We back there. She's in love with him, and then slowly turns her head, and then it just hits her. The realization hits her that it done came out. He heard it, girl. He did hear it. My man, on his way out, he was walking. He was on a mission until he wasn't. He stops, turns. I said, yo. He made his way back. He made his way back to her.
Mama, I made it.
When he grabbed her face, I said, oh my gosh, he is holding her steady. He said, you're not going anywhere. I live here. I live here with them two right now, in this moment. My man stops, pushes back just a little bit. He ain't let go. He's still holding on. Look at him. He is scanning her face, staring in her eyes. I got my 420 look. I said, don't do this to me, George. Keep doing it, y'all. Keep going, because I am living for this whole moment. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna make a sound through this whole thing. Y'all just keep doing what you do. My man's scans her whole face, looks down, looks up, smiles with a little smile, y'all, and hit her with it.
I love you too.
I can't, because it was the shock on his face when he stopped and turned and looked back at her, so surprised that she just let it out like that in that moment. It just came so freely. I love this so much because neither one of them has to doubt that the other loves them in any kind of way. Like, they love all parts of who the other person is. So for them to just be so comfortable saying it to each other, for him to just stop, and he's only shocked and surprised because it came out of nowhere. Like, my man's on the way out. So smooth. He wasn't expecting that, which is why initially he was just like, and just stopped and looked at her before he booked it back over there to his woman. Yo, beneath it all, that these are two people who are completely in love with each other, and they have been for a very long time now. You can just sit and be in each other's love, you know, be in each other's presence, to be with one another, be in each other's space, and to be complete with one another. I live for every second of it. So my man's, when he went and he said, I love you too, goes back in and she smiles. It's the smile on both of their faces, y'all. It's the way she goes and hooks onto his head. Yo, the moment is insane. Ooh. They said, Kaya. I said, yeah. They said, it's not over. It's not over for you, because we know we made you wait. We know you've been waiting a very, very long time for this moment. You have been pushing for this moment, Kaya, but fear not. We got something else for you. Y'all know what they gave me? Y'all saw what they gave me? Look at here. Look at here. Look at the lip bite, y'all. Only Jor. Only Jor. That is Jor's lip bite. Those are Jor's lips. My man was walking out on a mission before. This time around, he going back out on that mission, but he got an extra pep in his step. He got some extra loving up in his step. Because his woman, who is also standing here with some extra loving up in her stance, some extra loving as she signed this contract and go over this paperwork. They done sealed the deal now. I love him so much. I cannot. This episode up there. I can't take it, but I'ma keep taking it. Only going up even more from here, from the I love yous. We're going up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's recap interview of this episode. I love you, and I will see you all next time. Peace.